So it's 1 out in the 8th inning for the Red Sox. They still have runners on first and second. And Heine Manus, the Boston left fielder, is at bat. Score still 7-1 in favor of the White Sox. Pitcher still looks at second and throws, and the hitter swings a long high fly to center field, but Krivich is waiting back there. Has it for the second out. The runner from second is going to third, and Krivich long throw into second base holds Cook at first base. So it's 2 out in the 8th inning for the Red Sox. They still have runners on first and third. And Jimmy Fox is at bat. Jimmy still stands there talking to the umpire about something or other. Finally steps up to the plate. And Kane is ready to pitch to him. Throws. Jim takes the curveball wide for ball 1. 1 ball called. The shrill whistle you hear every so often, of course, is caused by Al Shack down there in the coaching line, and some of the fans in the stands then usually answer him. He throws again, and Fox gets ball 2. Another curveball wide and low. So it's 2-0 on Jim. 2 balls and no strikes. Nothing. The county hits the neck, the pop fly, coming down back of the plate, foul. Sewell is following it over towards the stands. Has it, and it's 3 out. Getting good support as well, but the real retiring of the side there was done by the pitcher who, after allowing a hit and a walk to open the inning, came through in great shape to pull through unscathed. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left on base in the first half of the 8th inning. And the score is still 7-1. White Sox leading Boston as the White Sox come to bat in the last half of the 8th inning with Muehlhaus, the first hitter, and a new pitcher in there for the Red Sox. Had a call asking about the estimate of the crowd. The best guess we can give is about, I would say, 32,000, possibly. It runs between 30 and 35, so any number in there would be a good guess. Henry is the pitcher now for the Red Sox. And he's another right-hander, tall, slim boy, not skinny, but rather slim. Finishing his warm-up down there with Moberg, as Muehlhaus stands there at the plate waiting to start the last half of the 8th inning. Pitcher gets the ball after it's been thrown to second base. We're ready to go in the last half of the 8th. Henry starts the windup. Pitches, and the hitter follows the ball back to the screen for a strike. 1 strike on Haas, left-handed hitter. Ball rolled up the top of the screen and stuck up there. The little space between the screen and the second deck of the stand. And there's a ball. It's wide and low, so the count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Haas. 1-1. Again, pitches and Mule swings, hits a beauty down the left field line, going way on down to the corner, comes off the front of the canvas, and Mule is easily pulling up at second base. A double just inside the left field foul line, and it puts Haas on second base to open the 8th inning, bringing Zeke Bonura to bat. Zeke with 2 walks, a single and a home run, and he scored 3 runs. Zeke steps up there. Turns around, looks at second, pitches, and Zeke swings to foul the ball out of the roof of the stand above and to the left of the plate, and it's strike 1. 1 strike to count, or rather 2 strikes On Benura, George, you're bouncing around there, picking things up. What a blown around, eh? What? Right. Henry throws again, and Zeke swings it a high fly out back at second base. Second baseman Cronin's back there, so is Cronin. And Joe makes the catch, standing right alongside of Cronin for the first out in the 8th inning. One out in the 8th inning for White Sox. And Luke Appling getting a nice hand as he comes up there with his record of 1 walk, 3 singles, and 3 runs in this ball game. He throws now, and he hits the drive of Julius. It scores it down the right field line. Right fielder makes a nice catch on the ball and throws it over to second base. The hold Appling at first. Luke took a big turn there because there was nobody covering first. Fox having run part way down the line. But a quick throw from Cook drove him back to first base. And on his 4th single, Fox scores the White Sox 8th run of the game to give them an 8-1 lead over the Red Sox. And Jackie Hayes is up there at the plate. Hayes at bat. Jackie swings, hits a long drive down the left field line, but it's going foul and lands back in the left field seat. Foul for strike 1. 1 strike on Hayes. Throws again, and Jackie hits the ball back through the box in the center field. Another base hit. Appling makes the turn. The center fielder gets the ball and throws it right back in, and he hops back to second in a hurry. That's Hayes' 3rd hit besides the sacrifice. Got Jackie out just once. Charge against him. That was when he was struck out in the 3rd inning. The White Sox have runners on first and second with 1 out. 1 run already home in the 8th inning. And Jimmy Dykes is at bat. Dykes the hitter. Throws, and Jim takes a curveball for a ball. It broke sharply down over the plate, too low. And it's 1 ball called on Dykes. Throws again, and Jim swings and misses a high fastball inside for strike 1. So it's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bowers, another pitcher, has gone down to the bullpen to start a hasty warm-up for the Red Sox. Dykes swings, hits the next one, a drive right straight out to Cook in right field. Dusty gets it and throws in very fast, and Appling, who had gone back and touched up and then taken the lead again, goes back to second base. Line drive right straight at Cook. So it's 2 out in the 8th inning for the White Sox. 2 out, and Sewell is at bat. Luke Sewell up there now. He watches the man at second and throws. And Luke fouls this ball high into the second deck above and to the right of the plate for strike 1. 1 strike on Sewell. Out there again, and there's a ball wide and low, so the count is 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sewell swings again to hit a bounder out into left field for a base hit. Runner from second is around third on his way in, and the left fielder got the ball and threw it over to third base. There was nobody there covering. Werber was over in the shortstop position for some reason or other, and Cronin was out in left field where that ball had gone, and the pitcher hadn't gone over to cover, so Manouche got the ball and threw it over to third base, and he gets an error on the throw. Through no fault of his own, there was nobody covering there. It's a single to left field by Sewell, his 4th hit in a row, by the way. It scores Appling. Now Keane is up there getting a nice hand. He steps up there. Scored Appling and put Hayes on second, and then the 2 runners advanced the base when the Left fielder threw the ball at an uncovered third base. Kane hits the first pitch for a high foul, and Werber drops it. Down back at third base. Werber is having a very bad day out there, and he dropped that foul after being right under it. Probably he'll be charged with an error on that also. And here we have Kane at bat again with the next one, an inside for ball one. So the count is 1-1. Of course, Shook was going to be out that time, but he wasn't. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he hits another foul down the left field line, but back into the seats this time, and it's 1-2. Before the pitcher pitches, and there's a strike over the heart of the plate waist high. Should let it go by without going after it. And he's called out on strike for the third out in the 8th inning. Apparently there's no error called on Werber on that foul because the wind blew it. Apparently the wind is very treacherous today. It's blowing first one way and then another. And they didn't call an error on him. But in the last half of the 8th inning, the White Sox had 2 runs, 4 hits, with 1 error, and there were 2 men left on the base. The error did not cost a run, and the score is now 9-1 in favor of the White Sox at the end of the 8th inning. And here's one more correction in the scoring. We checked up with Wayne Otto, a good old T-bone, the official score over in the press box, on the one that Sewell hit in the 7th inning that somebody mistakenly relayed to us as an error. That was not an error, so in your technical score book, you people are keeping score, you can change that time at bat of Sewell's in the 7th inning to a hit. And also that scored Benura, with Appling on third, and Dykes on second, so there was no error there. Now we're ready to go in the 9th inning with Kroner at bat taking the first pitch inside and low for ball 1. 1 ball called. And the pitcher winds up, throws for a strike over the heart of the plate, knee high, making it 1-1. 1-1 the count. And ball 2, a curveball comes in very wide for 2 balls and 1 strike on Kroner. Kane's next pitch is ball 3 high and wide, so it's 3 balls and 1 strike, 3-1. And ball 4, inside and low, gives Kroner a base on ball. Puts him on first base with nobody out in the 9th inning. And Joe Cronin, the shortstop and manager, is at bat. Kane stands there rubbing up the ball as he waits to pitch to Joe. Pitches and Joe takes a strike over the heart of the plate down around the knee. Joe watches first and throws again for strike 2. A beauty letter high, about waist high over the heart of the plate, and his 2 strikes on Kroner. 2 strikes to count. Throws again, and Joe swings it a high fly out into right center. Krivitz is going over very, very fast and makes a running catch way out there. A nice play by Krivitz, who had to go a long way to get that ball and keep right on going up to the minute he snatched it out of the air. So it's 1 out of the 9th inning for the Red Sox. Toner is still on first base, and Bill Werber is at bat. Werber up there at the plate. He gets ready to pitch the first one. Throws. Werber swings a high fly in the short center field. Epling is back in the grass calling for the ball. Has it, and it's 2 out of the 9th inning. Luke went pretty well back for that. Hayes started back also, but then raced over to cover second. Dykes is also tearing over there. Do the same thing. So it's 2 out of the 9th inning for the Red Sox. Toner is still on first base. And Moberg is at bat. Berg up there. Throws the first one, and Mo swings the top fly coming down, fouls it up the plate. Sewell is jogging back under it as the wind takes it. Gets it. It's 3 out, and the Sox win the ball game by a score of 9-1. And Kane pitched himself a great ball game to do it. These two athletic pitchers have certainly done a grand job for Jimmy Dykes, which is one of the nicest testimonials I know for the way the athletic players themselves felt about Jimmy, and after he left the club, how they all wanted to come here and pitch for it. He totals in the game. White Sox had 9 runs, 16 hits, no errors. And they had 12 men left on the bases. The Red Sox had 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error, with 7 men left on the bases. Time of the game, 1 hour and 56 minutes. The winning pitcher, Kane. The losing pitcher, Russell. Totals again, the White Sox 9 runs, 16 hits, no errors with 12 men left. The Red Sox 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error with 7 men left. Time 1:56, the winning pitcher Kane, losing pitcher Russell. The second game of the doubleheader will start in approximately 20 minutes, which means just about 10 minutes to 4 Chicago time. And we'll be with you just before that time with the story of the lineups and such things, and be all ready for the first pitch when it comes up. In the meantime, we have entertainment waiting for you at the studio, and so Al Totten's going to bid you just a temporary good afternoon from Comiskey Park. We'll see you again in about 20 minutes, but in the meantime, bye now.